Motion of a charge in a magnetic field. When a charge moves through a magnetic field, a force acts on it. This force is called magnetic Lorentz force. It is perpendicular to both the direction of charge motion and magnetic field. It is mathematically charge times cross product of velocity and magnetic field, given by F is equal to Q into V bar cross B bar, which is equal to QVB sine theta, where theta is the angle between velocity V and magnetic field B. This force is maximum when the angle between velocity and magnetic field is 90 degrees, when F is equal to Q into VB, and is 0 when the angle between them is either 0 or 180 degrees, that is parallel or anti-parallel. It can be illustrated by a simple hand rule. In a left hand rule, the forefinger represents direction of magnetic field, middle finger represents direction of motion of positive charge, and thumb represents the magnetic force acting on the charge. In this video, we shall see how a charge moves under the influence of magnetic Lorentz force. For this, the initial direction of charge entering the magnetic field is important. There are two possible ways the charge enters magnetic field. One, perpendicular to the magnetic field. Two, at an angle to the field, say theta. Let's consider the first case. Initial velocity of the charge is perpendicular to the magnetic field. We know that the resultant magnetic force should be perpendicular to both charge velocity and field direction. This is the configuration of the resultant magnetic force. As the force is always perpendicular to the velocity of the charge moves through a circular path. This is the circular motion of a charge in a magnetic field when the velocity and the magnetic field are perpendicular to each other. Case 2. Now when a charge travels at an angle to the field. In this case, the velocity has two components. One, which is parallel to the magnetic field, and other perpendicular to it. The magnetic force acts only on the perpendicular velocity, which is V sine theta, causing the charge to move in a circular path. Whereas the velocity component parallel to the magnetic field is unaffected by the magnetic force. This component is V cos theta. This causes the charge to move in a linear path. So the charge has two motions combining, we get a helical path for the charge motion. This is the helical motion of a charge through a magnetic field when a charge enters at an angle to the field. Remember, helical motion is also a circular motion, just that there is an additional velocity perpendicular to the plane of circle. Let's describe the charge motion in a magnetic field mathematically. There are two cases of charge motion, so let's describe both. 1. Circular motion. 2. Helical motion. First is the pure circular motion of the charge, which happens when velocity and field are perpendicular. So m is the mass of the charge, v is its tangential velocity, and r is the radius of the circular path. Then the centrifugal force acting on the charge is Fc is equal to mv square by r. This centripetal force is in turn equal to magnetic Lorentz force. So mv square by r is equal to qvb, implies mv by r is equal to qb. Therefore the radius of the circular path is r is equal to mv by qb. For helical motions, everything is same except v is replaced by v sine theta. As v sine theta is the velocity of the circular motion, so the radius of the circular path under helical motion is r is equal to mv sine theta by qb. This equation helps to find mass by charge ratio of subatomic particles. By firing them through a magnetic field, if we know the charge velocity and magnetic field, we can find mass by charge ratio of subatomic particles. In case of helical motion, there is an important parameter called pitch of the helix, which is the distance between two consecutive circles. it is given by velocity into time. Here velocity is the parallel velocity component, which is v cos theta, and time t is 2 pi r by v sin theta, which is the time taken by the charge to complete one circular motion. Therefore, P is equal to v cos theta into 2 pi r by v sin theta. Hence, summarizing, we have two motions of charge in a magnetic field. One is purely circular when the initial velocity is perpendicular to the magnetic field, and second one is helical when there is an angle between the velocity and the magnetic field. So thanks for watching.